one concept on which I have been thinking for quite some time, and that is intergenerational competence. See, my generation is different from your generation. If you are young and you are listening to me, there is a difference between the two generations that we are. And then the competence, if you don't have with my generation, the kind of expectation that you have as reward from my generation, it is not going to come. So I would like you to first understand that my expectation, my understanding, my experience, my thought process, my reading is all having a big disconnect with you. When we are interacting with a common platform, we are having one problem, that is intergenerational compatibility, intergenerational competence is not there. I think for examination, for interview and general adaptation at workplace, it is very important that you are sensitive about this intergenerational competence. And this intergenerational competence, if I ask you to connect with your younger siblings who are like maybe not having generational gap, but then a couple of decades younger to you or decade and a half younger to you, you can connect with them easily. Just think about it, because of the simple reason you have been there, but then you have not been to my age. Remember, that is where the problem comes. There's a big hiatus that we have between us. And for me, it is easy to connect to you, and that's a clue I'm giving you. The only thing which I'm expecting is that you respect this intergenerational gap that we have got, the hiatus that we have got. I'm ready to come to you. I know that you cannot come to my place, and if I want to really learn from you, you have to respect a few things I'm going to tell you now. Please, if you want more marks, it is my generation who is going to give marks. If you want to get more reward in the interview, it is my generation who is going to give you a reward in the interview. So it is very, very important that you appreciate my position, respect my age, respect my experience, respect my background that I come from. That you have to, in short, you have to empathize when you are engaging with me. It is very important. Then also, you have to be very alert, active in internalizing the demand which I am posing before you, which may be a question in the main examination, or it can be a question in the interview. You have to think from the point from where I am coming. I hope you're getting where I'm coming from. I hope you understand this now, the same thing I'm talking about. And then more precise delivery, because if you give very ambiguous answer, this, and you're mixing too many things, I suppose the lack of precision in delivery can be a casualty in the reception that I have got from you. So I think you have to be very careful and practice with my generation. Show the answers that you've written. Talk to the people that you meet from my generation, and you will be able to really appreciate what my generation is appreciating. In fact, it is very important to keep in mind that you're going to be rewarded from my generation. To be able to get into that position or that location, it is very important that you have exposed yourself enough to know and understand the nuances, the kind of delivery losses that you have got from your position to my position. Also, be clear about my purpose. If you think that I only look at you, no, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at you for a purpose, a job or a reward for which I am engaging with you. So you should be also conscious of my purpose. If you really want to be fighting this out, this whatever I have just named it as intergenerational competence, if you want to develop intergenerational competence, remember what this generation is demanding from you. Remember what I am asking from you. And the more conscious you are, I think I'm more than liberal to reward you and even forget some of the mistakes that you may have committed in the process. It is only thing which I'm expecting. Be sensitive. There is a generation gap, and it is me or it is you. You know that very well. It is you who has to develop this intergenerational competence, because you're demanding, you want a reward, you better start working towards it. I hope it is clear.